My name is David Clark. I was a Borstal boy. This is my story, as told in my book, Converted on LSD Trip. Taken to the courthouse by the powers that be, in answer to the charges, I had to make a plea. Mr. Very Guilty took them by surprise. Having no defence, set forth my demise. Very, very guilty, there is no other plea. Yes, very, very guilty, looks like 3 years to me. Made up my portfolio, listing all my crimes. Knew with my past history, I was doing time. Told the court my teenage past and recognised the bench. There was my silver girl, a love that made no sense. Very, very guilty, there is no other plea. Yes, very, very guilty, looks like 3 years to me. She was now a magistrate, how would this all end? Once she was my sweetheart, loved her to the end. That dear John she gave me had sent me round the bend. Off into the night I drove, my life was at an end. Very, very guilty, there is no other plea. Yes, very, very guilty, looks like 3 years to me. Far more to my story, and was intent to tell. Stood before the court that day, told of my trip to hell. Told them all in detail about my life of crime, since leaving Dover Borstal, 1969. Very, very guilty, there is no other plea. Yes, very, very guilty, looks like 3 years to me. In order to explain some of my wayward ways, a crime I told the court I'd done in my teenage days. An amp for my guitar I stole from a Catholic church. Since they were wrong it mattered not, according to my mum. Very, very guilty, there is no other plea. Yes, very, very guilty, looks like 3 years to me. My brother, meanwhile having fun, learned ropes and got caught out. At first it was detention under key and lock. Then on to Borstal training, a 2-year stretch was this. Just one step on and up from that recent short, sharp shock. Very, very guilty, there is no other plea. Yes, very, very guilty, looks like 3 years to me. At the sight of Silver Girl, I then relived my love. Recalled my journey taken since we were first in love. Some say our teenage dreams really can play tricks. Or is it really true we just miss our teenage kicks?